Greetings, hello and welcome. This is Dr. Max from Dr. Max Online School. And we are shifting our attention to heritage studies at ordinary level, Zimsec. Last time we introduced the topic of socialization, and this subject of heritage studies is now a common subject in our current curriculum. So if you can recall, or let me try to refresh your memory by saying that I said that this topic, and according to the syllabus, has 3 topics that should be covered. The first one was covered in the last lesson, and it has something to do with the role of the community in socialization. So today we are going to do a 2-in-1 lesson in which we are going to look at the role of religious beliefs in socialization and also the role of the media in socialization. So under the role of religious beliefs, our objectives are to list various religious groups. Tinema Chawa, Tinema Christians, Tinema Shawi. And so the next objective is to describe the role of religious beliefs in socialization. What's their role? How do they really help? So we have various religious beliefs. We have Christianity, we have indigenous religion, we have Islamic religion, we also have Rastafarianism, Yema Rasta. They also have their beliefs. What am I trying to say? And with religious belief, shape everything they do in their lives. That's why you find out that there are Christian churches. Why do they have Christian churches? Why couldn't church the Roma church? Why couldn't church Anglican church? Why couldn't church Seventh Day? But you would have repeated Seventh Day. It is because the religion, opinion, and education is shaped according to the dictates. I was at Roman Catholic St. Dominic's in Mutare in Murambi, if I'm not mistaken. In a 12 Maria. You see, it's the religion trying to socialize people in such a way. That's why you know even if I'm town Maduke white. Chipostori chao chimaja chao ndo chinenge chishepa religion, their religion shaping their way of life. That's what we are supposed to look at. So there's also the role of media in socialization. That's quite interesting. I love this area. So we also have to look at various forms of media. We have to look at we have to describe the effects of media in socialization. So we also have to explain the advantages of the use of media as a socializing agent. So what are the forms of media? Yes, effects of the media in socialization, the newspaper, the internet. We also have to look at the responsible use of the media, advantages and disadvantages of also the media. So that's what you're supposed to look at. That's quite interesting, guys. So without wasting much of your time, let us look at the role of religion in socializing, the socializing process, the role of religion in the what? In the socializing process, right? So let me start by saying there are various religions in Zimbabwe, and according to what the syllabus said, I love following the syllabus because you never lose track. You never lose track. Whenever I teach, I'm very strict and in line with the syllabus. So there's Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and Rastafarianism. So these religions' messages has the power to influence people's beliefs and behavior. And yes, that's true. The reason why I want to Rasta, Rastafarianism. Behavior is being shaped in a religion. So Christianity no shape say beliefs the one it provides a link between people and God, the love for God. When you love God, even the Bible says before you talk of loving God, right, you have to love your neighbor as yourself. So that concept of love appears, and it helps people to live harmoniously in the same society. So it teaches critical values such as respect for parents. So it helps people to live a faithful life, and that's of course church, but religion also plays a role to control. It plays a crucial role in controlling people's life. They must have good morals and behavior that is shaped by the what? By the Christianity. That's why you know pastor wakabatwa pa lodge nyaya yacho inopisa zvisingaiti. iwo utoriwo pastor haungopindi macommon areas uchiita magame ako unotoziva kuti kutopinda magap aya neaya neaya. Why? Because there is a certain exemplary character that you must be. Because you are a leader at the pulpit and people must follow you as an example, a good example of moral values, of sound values. So you have to live a faithful life. You are guided by what? By Christianity. So we also have African traditional religion, indigenous religion. We are born here, especially when in Zimbabwe, we cannot run away from this religion because it is inherent. We don't hunt for it. We are born into it. So it teaches good beliefs of Africans. Beliefs are passed from one generation to the other by the word of mouth. It also teaches about Wadzimu, mediators between God and the people. And Wadzimu provides us with guidance and protection. They can stop drought. They can also stop starvation. They can stop diseases and provide good for the what? For the future. You know, it's not the belief of Wadzimu Banima Rose Avanotamba in shaping our lives. So we also have the Islamic religion. The Muslims believe someone who submits to God. So my Muslims are not believers in Allah. Mapfekera vanoita hivi vachitengesa mabhatani mutauno vakapfeka zvimagowns zvavo. It's a religion, not what dresses zvakanaka. So in one way or the other, Islamic religion ayara manje zvinonetsa kuseparate the religion, the actual religion, and their way of life. It's actually a way of life. The religion itself, it's a way of life. Zvangofana kuti wakagerwa zuda also kugerwa kusowechete chatofamba richichiona richipenya murodu. That's the religion shaping your way of life. So they believe in one God, and you know, in the month of Ramadan, pane mwedzi wanotsanya 6 to 6, they abstain from food, drinks, and other physical needs like sex, and their founder is Prophet Muhammad. So they sacrifice to do what godly thing. They live an exemplary life. So there is also Rastafarianism. It is believed to be founded by Marcus Garvey around 1920 and 1930. It was all about resistance from oppression, because most of the people who follow this religion, or if you trace back their background, you find out that they used to being under slavery and stuff. So it's a religion which had these ideas of freeing them from that slavery. So it was in Jamaica. They believe in the messiahship of Emperor Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari. It was all about resisting oppression, and they have this pride of the African heritage, and some of the teachings are from the Old Testament, based on Judaism and a bit of Christianity, and they have this belief that God is black, and that there is a black man's God, because you know the whites used to say about the continent is dark when you don't have a God, but they say no, we have our own Jah, you know. So that's how it shapes the people. So it shapes those who follow Rastafarianism. They follow sort of a vegan type of diet. Then they believe the hair is the antenna to Jah. So as we combine all the religion, what is the place of religion in socialization? Religion, it binds people together, it shapes their beliefs into collective identity. It shapes their belief into collective identity. Unotonota wavesa maroma 8 o'clock takutorwa makotsi edu ndizo. So like in the collective identity, you can easily tell that ZCC kutamba wachijambuka wachita say, and even the way they dress, the way they appear, like religion not shape even you can easily tell do we watch tower ndizo ha ava mama 7th day ha team reko Anglican. You get the sense. So that's a religion, you know, but not collective identity. So whenever we do religious gatherings, it fosters solidarity and unity. Whenever they meet, let's say in those areas, when they have Nisangano and stuff, it fosters solidarity and unity. And the religion encourages people to share experiences. Religion provides social control. Religion not those are not church. Religion is also part of in the prisons. Religion is also part and parcel of rehabilitation. Waenda kuri gororo kutoka uraya 3 ndizo. Pardoned because of that. kunzi munhu achinjwa nereligion ndizvo. So it avoids indecorous behavior on prisoned people, like they don't have to live a life of crime, they don't have to continue to be in crime. So that's why they have religion as part of their controlling measures, or part of their rehabilitation measures in church. So so religion it is believed to be of which often it works, especially in prisons. We've had many imprisoned people being baptized in prisons. So it encourages nation building. People accept negative life experience and try to work out of them, like build their lives from that point. So it teaches about holy, moral, good behaviors. It also provides comfort. Yes, kanama feel one which church one where watching and stuff. So there's what we call religion and fundamentalism. Fundamentalism is a strict adherence to set rules and regulations. Like examples, people may be forced to obey certain rules in church, So religion is not to out guide or any mitemo and guide one to lead the people. So like in Islam, what they do, they can kill people who do not follow it. They're very strict. So they have their certain rules and laws that they follow. Right. So let us look at the media, the role of the media in the socialization process. What is the media? Media means communication. How we communicate, how information is even shared. So what are the forms of media? Media exists in two forms, namely there's what we call print media and there's what we call electronic media. What are the examples of print media? We have papers, we have newspapers like Daily News, Herald, Sunday Mail, H Metro. We have textbooks, magazines, billboards, pamphlets, flyers. There are types of print media. Then we also have types of electronic media. Especially they now work through the phone. You need electricity to connect to them to see the news, like WhatsApp, internet, Twitter, the radio, the television. They are part and parcel. All the social media networks, Skype, Viber, Facebook, Instagram, the threads, right? So there's a thing called media hegemony. What is media hegemony? It is the use of media to further like political desires than its purported use to gather public opinion. A hostile media will publish false stories too. And again, media hegemony is about controlling everything. It can even cause alarm and hostility in society. Right. So media the effects of media. That's where the pith of our lesson is. The role of the media in the socialization process. Number one, it can be good or bad. Like right now, I'm using media to teach. That's advantageous. Right? But on the same phone, children can end up watching harmful and unlawful pornographic material, movies and videos. Like they will end up like the spread of diseases through wanting to experience what they see on the media, especially the Western media. It has great control in our livelihoods because we sometimes dress like them, we eat like them, we vibe to their music, we vibe to their productions, like the American industry, music industry, the American music industry and movie industry. These are big industries which have influence throughout the world. So sometimes children might learn about aggressive behavior in movies, and they might end up being bullies and being deviant. And again, media is used by terrorists to spread propaganda, e.g. the Boko Haram, and it can also be used to spread hate and discriminations, and it can also be used as a dating platform. Can we say it's good or bad? Again, it can also affect proper mental development, especially to people, to children. I found tamba games sterili. Anopesira antisocial. Bozi aningachwana solace or friendship or companionship in games. Vana cheko wafana kuramba vachiona makatuni all the time. Wakanganisa ukura kwavo. So media also affects culture, especially in terms of dressing and language. And media also gives people a false sense of beauty. Umwe munhu anogona kutoti nekuti Rihanna arikupfeka so kana kuti Rihanna akaisa makeup yakadai, let me try to do it. We have seen people doing liposuctions. We've seen people getting plastic surgeons. We've seen people having facelifts, trying to beautify themselves so that they can look like those American celebrities. So media also encourages hacking for monetary gains, and it has also led to communication breakdown and family disputes. Kare isusu taitoziva kuti tikasangana kwaitorwa maheu nedringo vanachifara, especially this Christmas. Mazuva Christmas haichanakidzi, you know that. Because tikagara mubaso mlounge tagara takazara pamasofa. Munhu nemunhu anenge ari pafoni pake. And you find out that whenever we visit someone, the first thing that we consider is do phone yangu ine moto here. Uchienda kuona someone. Uchienda normal circumstances. Aufana kutoita keni kuti phone yako haina moto. Urona. Unofana kungoenda then you enjoy because you gonna know face to face. But ikoko unoona kana hama dzako, then you end up being on the phone, Like that's the irresponsible use of the media. Munogona kugara mbauda makazara masofa muri 10. Munhu ari kwake. Irikutotaura nemunhu ari kuCyprus ndiri pafoni, ari kutaura nebhebi rake riri kuSouth Africa, ari kutaura namai wake vari kuZambia, right in the same house. So it has led to communication breakdown and even family disputes, right? Because people are now being glued on social media instead of attending to their loved ones. So irresponsible use of the media has resulted in worsened cheating in marriages. And media was also used for political reasons to threaten people in other social platforms, something like that. But media is also advantageous because it provides learning and education more easily through researches on Google. Right now we also have artificial intelligence. I also use it. It provides entertainment and leisure through dramas, and people are more connected more easily. And like there are people who make skits on social media, they get the highest views. It's quite interesting. That's good use of the media. Like what we are doing right now, we are teaching students through the media. That's a good use of the media. So media promotes a democratic society where people engage in free debates. It reaches various people in various areas. It also raises awareness of bad habits. Because once there are some bad habits, like let's say human trafficking, that is being carried out via the media also comes through to cancel that. So it raises awareness of bad habits like trafficking syndicates and drug abusers. So at the end of the day, media has helped us to share cultures and beliefs practices, because it's now easy to interact with the person who is in South Africa while you're here in Zimbabwe. It's now easy to interact with the person who is, let's say, in China while you're here in Zimbabwe. That's the issue of sharing of cultures and belief practices. And that's globalization too, where we meet new friends and new business partners. So there is good use of media, like under a good use of the media, we have to avoid pornographic sites. It's not good. It's not good at all. Avoid dating on internet sites. Sometimes it's two-sided. Dating on an internet site, you might get the love of your life, but the chances are so slim. So avoid posting information whose accuracy you cannot determine. Avoid violent sites. Avoid sending and circulating sensitive information. Write positive information only. And sometimes you have to wait for government policies on information circulation. So there are problems that arise on the use of media in schools. Sometimes when you use the media in schools, like interruption of studies, the students will end up spending much time watching movies and games, and it jeopardizes, or the students are exposed to pornographic materials, and more money is spent in upgrading phones, topping up and swapping, and some students can be preoccupied nema games phone, Candy Crush achikangana kuita basa, zvinokonzeresa kuti vana lead to misbehavior, and media promotes cyberbullying and increasing thefts of cell phones. So that's it for these lessons. I think I explained some of these in a way which we can or understand. So we are still moving on with socialization. There's an additional topic before we move on to 2 about the family too. So this topic is linked to topic 1, because you cannot separate the family and the community. The family is the basic unit, the basic cell, the first cell of the community. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.